Class 11 Accountancy Numerical Problem Solutions. Presented by eduksit.com. In this video, we are going to provide recording of transactions 1, accounting equation, problem 1 solution. The problem statement is as follows. Prepare accounting equation on the basis of the following. Harsha started business with cash 2 lakh rupees. Purchased goods from Naman for cash 40,000 rupees. Sold goods to Bhanu costing 10,000 rupees for 12,000 rupees. Bought furniture on credit 7,000 rupees. Before you proceed with the analysis of each of these transactions to prepare the accounting equation, let us first prepare the format of the accounting equation table. Let us have a column for writing the transaction or transaction number. Let us have a group of columns for assets. If you carefully analyze the given transactions, the various assets given in the problem can be classified under the heads cash, stock of goods, debtors, and furniture. Let us also have a column to write the total of all of these assets. On the right hand side, let us have the columns for liabilities as well as capital. Let us have one more column wherein we can write the total of these liabilities and capital. Now the total of the left hand side columns should be equal to the total of the right hand side columns. In the first transaction, it is given that the sole proprietor Harsha has started business with cash 2 lakh rupees. When the business is started with the cash available with the business will be increasing. At the same time, as the business owner is investing this cash into the business, his capital in the business will also increase. With this analysis at our disposal, let's record the information in the accounting equation table. Let's first write the transaction description as Harsha started business with a cash of 2 lakh rupees. Now, as there is an increase in the cash, these 2 lakh rupees should be written in the cash column. At the same time, as there is an increase in the capital amount of 2 lakh rupees should also be written in the capital column. Now, at the end of this transaction, the business has 2 lakh rupees of cash, no goods yet, no debtors yet, no furniture yet, no liabilities yet, total capital of 2 lakh rupees. Now the total of all the assets available with the business is 2 lakh rupees. Similarly, the total of liabilities and capital is also 2 lakh rupees. So the left hand side total is equal to the right hand side total. With that, we have recorded the first transaction in the accounting equation table. Let us now proceed with the analysis of the second transaction. In this transaction, it is given that the business has purchased goods from the vendor Naman for a cash of 40,000 rupees. So in this transaction, there is purchase of some goods. The total cost of these goods is 40,000 rupees. So to purchase these goods, business made the payment in cash. So the cash available with the business will be decreasing. At the same time, as the goods are purchased using this cash, the goods available with the business will be increasing. So let's record these details into the accounting equation table. Let us first write the description as purchased goods from Naman for cash of 40,000 rupees. As per this transaction, 40,000 rupees of cash is decreasing. And also 40,000 rupees worth of goods are increasing. We spent it for purchasing goods, right? That's why. Also note that this is a case wherein there is a decrease in one asset and a corresponding equal increase in the other asset. So there won't be any change in the liabilities and capital. At the end of this transaction, from 2 lakh rupees of cash available with the business, if we subtract 40,000 rupees worth of cash, the business will have 1,60,000 rupees of cash. Now the goods available with the business are 40,000 rupees worth. No debtors yet, no furniture yet, and there are no liabilities yet, and also there is no change in the capital and it remains the same as 2 lakh rupees. Now the total of all the assets available with the business will be 2 lakh rupees. Also, the total of the liabilities and capital is 2 lakh rupees. So the total on the left hand side is equal to the total on the right hand side. With that, we have completed the recording of this transaction in the accounting equation table. Let us now take up the next transaction. In this transaction, the business has sold goods worth of 10,000 rupees for a selling price of 12,000 rupees to the buyer Bhanu. Note here that the name of the buyer Bhanu is given. When the name of the buyer is given, we consider that the goods are sold on credit, not for cash. Now you might have a question. In the previous transaction, the name of the seller is given as Naman, but we didn't consider that as a credit purchase. The reason is that in the previous transaction, it is explicitly specified that the goods are purchased for cash. So we considered that the goods are purchased for cash. But in this transaction, the word cash is not present and the name of the buyer is given. So we considered that these goods are sold on credit. So as we have already discussed, the business has 40,000 rupees worth of goods. From these, we are selling 10,000 rupees worth of goods. Also, it is given that these goods are sold for a sale price of 12,000 rupees. So, clearly these goods are sold for a profit. From 12,000 rupees, if we subtract 10,000 rupees, we get 2,000 rupees. This is the profit. This profit should be added to the capital. So, at the end of this transaction, as the business has sold goods, the goods available with the business are decreasing. Also, as these goods are sold on credit, the buyer Bhanu will become the debtor for the business. So, the debtor assets of the business are increasing. Also, as there is a profit, the capital is also increasing. With this analysis at our disposal, let us now proceed to record these transactions in the accounting equation table. Let us first write the transaction description as sold goods worth of 10,000 rupees to Bhanu for 12,000 rupees. So, after this transaction, the goods available with the business are decreasing by 10,000 rupees. The business now has debtors worth of 12,000 rupees. Also, the capital of the business is increased by 2,000 rupees. So, after this transaction, the cash available with the business will still be 1,60,000 rupees. From 40,000 rupees worth of goods, if we subtract 10,000 rupees worth of goods, the business will now have 30,000 rupees worth of goods. The business now has 12,000 rupees worth of debtors. No furniture yet. No liabilities yet. To the existing capital of 2 lakh rupees, if we add 2,000 rupees, the capital will now be equal to 2,02,000 rupees. The total of all the assets available with the business will now be equal to 2,02,000 rupees. Note that as compared to the previous total, the business now has 2,000 rupees worth of more assets. Similarly, the total of the liabilities and capital is equal to 2,02,000 rupees. So, as compared to the previous total, this total is now increased by 2,000 rupees. Now, the left hand side total is equal to the right hand side total. With that, we have completed the recording of this transaction into the accounting equation table. Let us now proceed with the next transaction. In this transaction, the business has bought furniture worth of 7,000 rupees on credit. So, the furniture asset available with the business will be increasing. At the same time, as this furniture is purchased on credit, the liability of the business will also be increasing. With this analysis at our disposal, let us now proceed with the recording of this transaction in the accounting equation table. Let us first write the transaction description as bought furniture on credit 7,000 rupees. So, after this transaction, the furniture asset available with the business is 7,000 rupees. Also, there is a liability of 7,000 rupees created. So, after this transaction, the cash asset available with the business will still be 1,60,000 rupees. The goods available with the business will still be 30,000 rupees. The debtors will still be worth of 12,000 rupees. The furniture available with the business will now be worth of 7,000 rupees. The liability of the business is 7,000 rupees. The capital will still be 2,02,000 rupees. Now the total of all the assets available with the business will be 2 lakhs and 9,000 rupees. Note that as compared to the previous total, the total is now increased by 7,000 rupees. Also, the sum of the liabilities and capital will now be 2 lakh 9,000 rupees. Note that as compared to the previous total, the total is also increased by 7,000 rupees. So now the left hand side total is equal to the right hand side total. So with that, we have completed the recording of all the transactions in the accounting equation table. Now at the end, the assets are equal to the cash, goods, debtors and furniture. This is equal to the sum of 1,60,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees, 12,000 rupees and 7,000 rupees. Adding all of these, we get 2,09,000 rupees. Now the total liabilities of the business are worth of 7,000 rupees and the capital of the business is 2,02,000 rupees. The total of the liabilities and the capital is equal to 2,09,000 rupees. So now we can say that the assets are equal to the sum of the liabilities and capital. In other words, the assets worth of 2,09,000 rupees are equal to the sum of the liabilities worth of 7,000 rupees and the capital amount of 2,02,000 rupees. With that, we have proved the accounting equation. Thanks for watching. Edixit.com is started to promote effective and efficient learning process to help the students with their learning requirements. To watch all our videos, please subscribe to our channel. Also, please click on the bell icon to receive a notification as soon as a new video is published. Please click on the like button if you like this video. Thanks for watching.